You're watching Grannies on Safari, and we've just come from Istanbul, but stay tuned. There is more Grannies on Safari coming your way in just a few moments. And if you're just getting to know the Grannies on Safari, well, the Grannies are here, so you will have a chance to meet them in just a few minutes. But you're saying, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed Istanbul. Where are they going to take me next? I'd love to be able to look at it again. Well, consider making a contribution by calling the number at the bottom of your screen, and we will send you the DVD set. It is 6 DVDs, 21 episodes in all. Our way of saying thank you for a $10 a month sustaining or a $120 one-time gift. We will send you these exciting and lush DVDs of these amazing places, and you'll know at the same time that you're supporting the television station that has brought you this broadcast. 773-588-1111 is the number to call, or you can go online at WTTW.com. We also have something very special to announce today, and that is we will be having a drawing. Later on in our Grannies on Safari Marathon, we will be drawing for a 7-day luxury barge cruise for 2 with the Grannies through Burgundy, France. That's right, this August, mark your calendar now, August 25th through the 31st, 2013. It also comes along with a 3-piece set of antler luggage. This is courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage, so call in now, 773-588-1111, log on at WTTW.com, but connect back with the station that is bringing you this broadcast, and if you're enjoying it, why not call and tell a friend? But right now, without any more ado, I'm going to send you off to Sylvia Ewing, who is with the Grannies herself.
I am with the Grannies. Hey, what are you waiting for? Call 773-588-1111. You guys are our role model. I want you to meet Pat and Regina. They have been friends of mine for a long time, but here's what I love about you both. You are literally and figuratively on a journey. These are women who are in a second chapter of life, showing us it's never too late to have your dream, to start over, and to do something that you love. And you take us on your literal journey around the world. What did you love about Istanbul?
Well, everything. But I must tell you that I liked most of all watching them make silk. I'd never heard of, I mean, you hear of silkworms, but to see silkworms and to see how they extract the silk, I was really excited. Yeah, that was great.
Well, I was drawn to the cathedrals, the mosques, the museums, and the cultural part. The most fabulous city in the world for those 3 things.
Oh my gosh.
Hagia Sophia, I think that was shown in the video. The Blue Mosque, which is in Topkapi. Oh. The castle where the sultans lived.
The Bosphorus.
The beautiful Bosphorus.
And you know what you've done? They have made it possible for you at home to have these armchair journeys. Put a value on that. Give us a call right now. Maybe you'll ask for the DVD that can be yours, or actually we've got all 3 seasons on 6 DVDs that we'd be happy to send you out for a gift of $10 a month. We also have a great cookbook, which is fantastic. That's for $5 a month. And then for $15 a month or $180, you can get the Safari collection and be right there with these ladies who are so inspiring. Now, I know that I went to France a few times, but there was one trip where I was on my own, and I was on my own for several days, and my kids were like, Mom, you don't even speak French. And it was fun to like flip that, you know, let them worry about me being wild and lost in the streets. Right. What do your family, what do they say to you guys?
Well, I am used to traveling by myself. I've done it for decades.
All by herself.
I enjoy traveling with a group or with individuals, but I love traveling by myself. You make new friends everywhere in the world.
That's right.
You discover things that you might not discover. If you want to sleep in the morning and not get up at the crack of dawn to join a group, you can do that. So traveling alone is not as challenging as some people may think.
That's right. And now, but who loves the 5-star hotels?
Pat.
That's me.
All right,
I'm not
let me just say, this is not a hotel, but this is a luxury barge. And now, Regina, you are feeling this. 7 days, a cruise for 2 with the Grannies through Burgundy, France. It's just fantastic. It's a week long. You're met, you know, at a beautiful part of Burgundy with a champagne reception. You continue on to all of these wonderful things in French, which I cannot say, except Côte d'Or vintage is wine. I can say a oui and turn is a gauche.
Yeah.
So you continue on through wonderful scenes and vineyards and just exciting markets, which you guys love,
You
right?
know, you get to go also with the chef in the morning, and they pick out your fresh croissants, they pick out your fresh vegetables. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And aren't you planning on getting off and biking a little bit?
I am. See,
Yes.
I'm the adventure one, and I do want to bike along the canal. And I hope that whoever goes with us comes with me on the bike.
Bring your bike. Let's go back
No,
to...
they have the bikes.
Oh, well, see, get ready to bike. Let's go back to Kathy Corday.
That trip sounds absolutely spectacular. When you do call in, you are automatically entered in that drawing, so no time better than to call right now at 773-588-1111 or log on at WTTW.com. Our ways of welcoming you into the WTTW family include one of Regina's favorite cookbooks. That's right, her favorite recipes from all over the world have been collected into this Granny Regina's favorite international cookbook. Our way of saying thank you for a $5 monthly sustaining or a $60 one-time contribution. So you can taste all of this wonderful cuisine. You can make it for your family, share it with your friends by calling in and making a contribution at that level. Or if you would like a copy of the Grannies on Safari DVD set, this is a collection of 6 DVDs that includes all 21 episodes, seasons 1 through 3 of the Grannies on Safari. So you can travel, as Sylvia said, right from your armchair if you like, or if you're thinking of going to one of these destinations, maybe do a little preliminary research with the Grannies as your guides. It's our way of saying thank you again at the $10 sustaining or a one-time contribution of $120. Say you can't decide, cookbook, DVD, well, we have a collection for you. That's right. For a $15 a month contribution or a $180 one-time gift, we will send you not only the DVDs that I mentioned, the cookbook that I mentioned, but also a soundtrack. It is a CD soundtrack, lovely music for you to enjoy again and again. It's a wonderful way to just immerse yourself in this international culture brought to you, of course, by the Grannies on Safari. And when you call in at 773-588-1111 or you log on at WTTW.com, you will automatically be entered in our drawing, and that's important because it's a luxury trip for two along a luxury barge cruise with the Grannies throughout Burgundy, France. Now this will be in August the 25th through the 31st of 2013. So that's this summer on this beautiful barge. Lovely food, lovely wine, great scenery, and the opportunity to stop off. And barge cruising, river cruising is the way a lot of people traditionally traveled through Europe. So you're getting that European experience with all of the present day comfort and luxury, along with a 3-piece set of luggage provided by Antler Luggage. So this is all courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. Call in now, 773-588-1111, or of course go online at WTTW.com. But I don't know about you, I want to hear more from the Grannies. Let's go back to Regina.
I want to hear more from the Grannies, Kathy, and I want to hear more phones ringing. Put the operators to work because this is programming worth supporting. We were just like giggling and catching up here. I knew these guys when this was a dream, and it's so wonderful to see a dream come true. And part of it has come true with the Grannies on Safari cookbook. That's yours for $5 a month as a sustainer, and you've done many of the recipes in here, right?
I have done them. I like cooking. You know, when we do our shows, I actually cook with a lot of chefs all over the world.
That's right.
So I took some of the recipes and put them in this book.
And I taste the recipes.
She does.
Cooks.
She's my friend. She
Well,
tastes them.
you
She
know,
does a good job.
that's a beautiful partnership. But you do more than taste because I understand that you know how to make a mojito.
I learned how to
she
make a
does.
mojito in Cuba
Oh, we'll see.
at the Hotel Nacional.
Oh,
Right?
that's
The
famous.
chief bartender gave me a personal lesson.
We'll see what I'm talking about.
She did
you
a good
can
job.
do
You were
this.
good. She was good. I was
I
happy.
enjoyed
I
it.
drank it too.
Yes, it was very
Well,
good.
mojito recipes, Argentinian recipes from Croatia.
Oh, one of our
Yes.
favorite places.
Indeed.
Best food in the
Stuffed
world.
cabbage.
Yes. You know, it takes a while to make it, but when you eat it, it's the best thing in the world.
See a great reward. You've got Egypt onion bread, chocolate cake from Egypt.
I know. They add some different spices. It's not the same spices we know.
Sounds delicious. And what we're going to Japan in just a little minute after everybody calls 773-588-1111. You did stir-fried cabbage with tuna and tempura. You said it's not hard.
No, tempura is one of the easiest things that you can make. And it's so good for you because you use vegetables.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I like mine with shrimp and everything else
Well, you
in
can
it.
do shrimp and chicken too.
And everything in that cookbook, I can say, is easy to make. Okay,
Except for the cabbage
there is-
rolls.
the cabbage
That's the
rolls
only
are-
one. They're a little longer.
Well, let me just tell you, we're going to go to Japan coming up next, but right now, call the number on your screen, support the Grannies, and be a part of our family. Thanks.
You're enjoying the Grannies on Safari Marathon right here on WTTW Channel 11. I am here with Pat and Regina, and we're going to be talking to them in just a minute. We have just returned from Japan, and so stay tuned because we've got many more wonderful places we're going. But before we leave Japan, ladies, I want to know what left lasting impressions for both of you.
I think Kusatsu.
Yeah.
Kusatsu. We went up into the mountains, and it was hot springs, and they had we put our feet into this whole area.
100-degree water.
Exactly. We weren't sure how our
Sulfur
legs would
water.
come out. We're not sure.
She turned white, and I turned even blacker.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. It was a lot
So
of
it was
fun.
a colorful experience for you.
It was a hot experience. Very hot experience.
And I could tell that there's a friendship here, but this friendship is something that has really stood the test of time for both of you, right? It started when you were both working, because you were in the travel industry.
I was in the airline, correct.
Okay, and you were in the arts industry.
Yes, I was. Yes,
Okay,
I was.
and it's kind of a natural blend for this safaris tour that you've decided to bring to PBS.
I think it is because our experience is travel, and we do a lot of cultural events, activities, and
Right.
experiences, so it's a good mix.
Yeah, it is. And you know, she knows everything about art. I used to say if you took a map, threw a dart at it, Pat knows some artist that's in that part of the country somewhere. And because I wanted to learn more about art, I thought it would be a good partnership to go with her. Plus, I like her.
Yeah, well,
most of the time.
That's
Most
true
of the
though,
time.
right?
The majority of the time.
The majority of the time.
Yeah,
and
we
and
like each
when things are, when it gets tough, you go shopping.
Oh, shopping.
You know,
We're big at
that's
shopping.
basically what we do.
That is
How
true.
did you know that?
I'm a woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I got my woman card.
Okay, yeah.
For those of you who'd like to do a little shopping and support WTTW at the same time, well, we have a wonderful way of saying thank you for your $10 sustaining contribution. It's a monthly ongoing contribution or a $120 one-time contribution. The Grannies on Safari 6 DVD set. It is seasons 1 through 3, and there are 19 episodes in this entire collection. So it's going to be a way for you to travel to Istanbul, to Turkey, well, it's in Turkey. Yeah, I know that. To Japan, to Peru. You've gone to so many wonderful places, and it's a way for you to share this experience again and again with yourself, with your friends, your family. Call now, 773-588-1111, or of course, log on at WTTW.com. And I also wanted to talk to you about the fact that you had a chance to paint some silk.
Yeah, in Japan, I know. I did a marvelous job at painting this silk. I was so good at it because I'm very detailed. And I was trying to get Pat to do her very best.
And I did do my very best.
Yeah.
I'm getting the impression, is it just me, but I'm getting the impression that maybe she thinks you could have brought a little more to the table there.
I'm just saying.
You're right. You're right.
Well, I just want all of those who are enjoying this program to connect back with us at 773-588-1111 or log on at WTTW.com because the Grannies will be joining you. If you win our drawing, you will be joining them on a 7-day luxury bars cruise for 2. Easy for me to say, luxury barge cruise for 2.
The tongue twister.
With the Grannies through Burgundy, France, and it'll be this August. So your calendars are already marked. You can mark your calendars for August 25th through the 31st, 2013. You get an Antler 3-piece set of luggage, and it's courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. There are images up on your screen. This sounds like a wonderful way to travel.
It's a trip of a lifetime. It's not a typical cruise, okay, number one. It's small, intimate, luxurious. What other adjectives can we use?
Did you say intimate?
Did we say
Oh,
divine?
yeah, okay, well, it's intimate. so-
Divine. It is divine, for sure.
Well, I noticed there's cuisine.
Oh, yes. I mean, you get to see the cook. In the morning, the chef finds exactly what you're going to eat.
Oh, fun.
And you get to ride bikes, and you get to see small little towns along the river. This is a small river cruise on a barge. It's not a great big river cruise. It's fabulous.
Well, we are going to have more with the Grannies, but right now we're going to check in with our own Sylvia Ewing and see how she's doing. Sylvia?
I'm doing well here because I'm hearing some of the folks behind me on the phone. I would love to hear more of you calling in. This is a program worth supporting and a station that you know you love. So connect the dots and give us a call right now. When you dial the number on your screen, 773-588-1111, you might ask the operators about the Granny Regina's favorite international cookbook. This is something that she put together, recipes from Cuba to Croatia. She's tried most of them, and if you want to be adventurous, if you know someone who's a little adventurous, give them this cookbook. Check it out yourselves. And there are some adult beverage recipes in there, including Pat's favorite mojito recipe. For $10 a month or $120 for a one-time gift, you can get all 3 seasons of Grannies on Safari on DVD. This is spectacular. It is, I believe, 20 episodes, and the adventures in South Africa, Turkey, Japan, Korea, India, many, many more. And just seeing regular folks having an adventure, taking you somewhere is worth, it's just worth the price of admission. For $15 a month, this is something that you will not regret putting on your credit card. You can get the Safari collection. That includes all 3 seasons of Grannies on Safari, the cookbook with those great recipes from Granny Regina, plus the Grannies on Safari soundtrack CD. And I know some of their music was created by Channel 11 friend Orbert Davis, and so you don't want to miss that. And let me just tell you that we make it very easy for you to be supportive of this station and take advantage of these great thank you gifts by becoming a sustaining giver. Sustaining gifts are ongoing monthly contributions to the station. They come directly from your bank account or your credit card, and they will automatically continue as long as you like until you decide to upgrade or ask us to stop. And it's an easy and convenient way for you to support Channel 11. And don't forget, we've got a drawing going on. I am only upset that I cannot be a participant. Maybe if you get this drawing, you might invite me to come with you. It is a week-long trip for 2 with the Grannies on a barge river cruise through Burgundy, France. Now, Granny Regina talked her way into this. She thought it sounded really exciting. She heard about it and has made it happen for you. The itinerary begins with a wonderful welcome and a private tasting of Burgundy wines. You can see how beautiful this is. And it ends on day 6 with the captain's farewell dinner, and then you disembark on day 7. This is wonderful. I was in France and watched the barges going by from my perch on a bus. Let's go back to the Grannies and Kathy.
We are here enjoying this time, and I want to remind you, we just have this break and another 2 to enter that drawing. So the sense of urgency is beginning to build. If you're thinking about that you would like to be maybe on this week-long barge cruise through Burgundy, France with the Grannies, it is a luxury barge. I want to mention that, and it's 7 days, August 25th through the 31st. Comes with a 3-piece set of luggage courtesy of Antler Luggage, and this is both, of course, courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. And I wanted to talk to you about the fact that when you travel, you know, you are bringing in opportunities to meet with, you know, some of the cultural ministers, you're talking to some of the artists, you're also taking us to some of the real iconic places, like in Istanbul it was the market, and then in Japan you've got us at the hot springs as well as that beautiful silk scarf painting. So tell us more about how you put these together.
Well, go ahead. I'll let you speak. Normally I do all the talking, but I'm going to let her talk.
There is so much to see and do in Japan that one can't do it in 1 show or 6 shows.
Right.
But we tried to cover a lot of territory in a fairly short period of time. I think one of the high points for me was obviously the culture, particularly in Kyoto.
Yeah, Kyoto was
Kyoto
lovely.
is a magic place.
Oh, did you tell him we saw Michael? Michael is
But we didn't get it on
No, but we saw
camera.
Michael. See, you know what? When you travel, you never know what you're going to see,
that's
whether
true.
you're
Right.
taping it or not. Michael is a geisha in training.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and they are dressed differently, and we were sitting there waiting to shoot a show, and a Michael walked by, and our cameraman wasn't there, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh.
And we neither one of us had a camera on us.
Right.
So
So
that
you
was
never
something,
know.
we missed that.
We missed
So
that.
some of those are shots of the mind, so to speak. Those
Yes.
are
They
memories
are.
that you
Memories,
remember.
that.
Yeah.
And we went to an anime studio.
Oh, yes.
To see
Yes.
how the cartoons, the videos are made, and that was an extraordinary
And I tried to
experience.
get him to do an anime about us, but he said no.
He passed.
Yeah, he won't do
I
it.
noticed that. I was watching that, and I was concerned. I was like, why
He
not?
passed.
Well, and I
He
heard that anime actually was of French origin.
Well, the word is
The word
French.
is
It's French.
The word is French,
right.
but it's been incorporated so much into the
Okay.
youth culture of Japan that
Well, that's
it's known
from
by
the
that
manga.
name.
Well, that's from the manga, which
Manga.
are the comic books in Japan.
Right.
And so they take the
Right.
manga and then they create anime, and there you have.
Well, you know, the beauty of what you're doing is you're celebrating a friendship, you're
Yes.
celebrating travel, and you're also adding to the lifelong learning experience that is part of PBS.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're making possible when you're calling in at 773-588-1111 or when you're logging on at WTTW.com. You are enabling yourself to take that journey from your armchair and continue that lifelong journey of education and exploration and discovery that comes with PBS. So call in now and we will say thank you, beginning at the $5 a month sustaining level or a $60 contribution with the Granny Regina's favorite international cookbook. And we'll talk to you about recipes throughout our breaks as we get going here. But I want to just kind of recap what our wonderful thank you gifts are to extend this experience. At the $10 a month level or a $120 one-time contribution, we have the entire 3 seasons of Grannies on Safari on 6 DVDs, our way of saying thank you with that set. Or if you can't decide, well, why don't you consider the collection, because it has the cookbook, it has the DVDs, plus a CD of international music that is the soundtrack to Grannies on Safari. And tell me, ladies, this is a $15 sustaining or $180 one-time contribution. Where did you find this music?
Oh, wow. Alan Phillips.
Show them this way so they can see. Alan Phillips is a composer out of the West Coast.
Oh,
and you know what? I went to him and I said, let's do this.
You off because we're going to have to come back to this because we're going back to the show. We're going to Peru, Machu Picchu.
Ooh, wonderful.
Exciting, yes.
So sit back, relax, and continue on safari with the Grannies. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, we're just talking about what's coming up next. I'm Sylvia Ewing. I am so excited to be here with one of the Grannies on Safari. Hey Pat.
I am delighted to be here with you, my dear.
Well, we are delighted to be here with you and hope that you will join your friends and neighbors who have called in their pledge of support. We've got so much going on. We've got a drawing. We've been to Peru. We're going to go to Africa next. But we're taking just a few minutes to invite you to support this station. We couldn't do this kind of programming without your help. And I just want to say, you've been to Turkey, you've been everywhere. Is there one location that really stands out for you as something life-changing?
Oh gosh, every place we've been to has been life-changing. And the answer that I give very often is the last place I visited is my favorite place. But there have been changes in my life and my psyche and my sensibilities from all the countries that we visited. I learned something from the people there. I experienced things that I've never experienced before, and each is enlightening and wonderful.
Oh, I love it. And I love that enlightenment. I love that wonder. Let me just remind everybody, we do have a drawing that you can be a part of. If you give us a call right now, let the operators know at 773-588-1111. It's courtesy of Go Barges, and you also can win 3 pieces of antler luggage, 7 days with the Grannies. It is exciting. And let them know that you're interested in that. Or for $10 a month, we would love to send you out the DVD that we've got available. Actually, yeah, all 3 seasons for just that one contribution of $10 a month or $120 a month. Now, I'm just excited. You can tell that, I'm glad to be in your presence, but I want to talk about how you take other people places with you. You make your adventure our adventure. Is that part of your reasoning?
It has been, but not exclusively, because we do go to places that we shoot our shows exclusively shooting. But we have taken people to several places, including Egypt. And guess when we were in Egypt? 2011, during the revolution.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is something. And you take us on an armchair journey. And we've got your other partner in crime here with Kathy Corday.
That's right. I am here with Regina, and we'll be chatting in just a moment. But I just want to remind you, it's just this break and then one more, and then we're going to have this fabulous drawing. So call in now, 773-588-1111, or go online at WTTW.com. Time is of the essence. Let me remind you of the ways to extend this Grannies on Safari experience. Beginning at the $5 level, we have this incredible cookbook, and this has a lot of your favorites in it.
Absolutely.
So international recipes, $5 sustaining or a $60 one-time contribution, we will send you the cookbook. If you would like to have the series to look at in your DVD viewing library at your convenience, well, pledge at a $10 sustaining or a $120 one-time contribution, and we will send you the entire series. That's seasons 1 through 3, 19 episodes in all on a 6 DVD set. Grannies on Safari. You can go to Turkey, go to Japan, go to Peru, and of course we're going to Africa very soon, so those are all included with many, many more magical destinations. And then if you can't decide, you're like, oh, I don't know, you know, there's a cookbook, there's the DVDs, and maybe you'd like some music added in, well, we have a collection. It's the Grannies on Safari collection. It has the cookbook, it has the DVDs, and it has incredible music that's been collected from all of these great adventures. And it's an international music soundtrack that is right there for you. Our way of saying thank you at the $15 sustaining or the $180 one-time contribution. And let me just go over what sustaining is a little bit for you as you're calling in at that number on your screen or logging in at WTTW.com. Sustaining gifts are ongoing monthly contributions that come directly from your bank or your credit card. They automatically renew until you tell us to upgrade or to stop. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's a wonderful way to support WTTW and connect back with us, the station that's bringing you this incredible program. But Regina, you were mentioning you're a sustainer.
I am a sustaining person. You know, I think it's an easy way to do it. I also think it's a value. You get a lot of value, and you don't even notice. Do you know what? I do $15, and you know that that's 2 lattes. That's nothing.
See, and think about it. For $15, you would have the collection, the Grannies on Safari collection. If you matched Regina's sustaining contribution, $15 monthly, or a one-time contribution of $180. If you called now at 773-588-1111, or you logged on at WTTW.com, we would be sending you that collection with the cookbook, with the DVDs, and of course with that wonderful musical soundtrack. And now I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this cookbook, because I noticed that you were with Sylvia earlier. Is there a favorite recipe that we should mention?
There is. My favorite is the Irish stew. You got to the right page.
Did I come to the right page?
See,
how good is that?
It's great.
You know, and we didn't even practice this before.
No.
We didn't. No.
No.
And do you make this? Have you made it at home?
I have made the Irish stew, but you know, I want to say one thing very quickly. We would not be on television if it wasn't for WTTW.
Aww.
6 years ago, you all supported us. That's why we think everybody should support this station. We would not be on, so I thank you.
Well, thank you. And the best part is thanks to the viewers out there. It is all of you who are underwriting this program. So when the credits roll at the end, just know that every contribution counts. Every dollar makes a difference, whether it's $5, $10, or the $15 sustaining. All of that goes into programs like Grannies on Safari and lets you live your dream and lets all of you come right along with us on these incredible journeys.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we've got some great journeys too.
Well, and we have a drawing which is coming up, and you're going to be there, aren't you?
We are. You know what? We're going on this luxury barge hotel, and it's going on a small river from Burgundy all the way through the Burgundy area.
So it's a 7-day luxury barge cruise for two with the Grannies. Burgundy, France, August 25th through 31st, and it comes along with a 3-piece set of luggage from Antler Luggage. So it's courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. They put this together, and of course you're with Regina and Pat on this incredible, incredible experience. But the drawing is you have to call in now, or you have to call in on the next break. But it's just, you know, this is your second to last chance, and then when we come back again, it'll be your last chance. So for those of you who are thinking, oh, I don't know, don't procrastinate, because things tend to build towards the end.
Yeah, don't procrastinate, because this is a fabulous trip. We've never done it before.
Oh, are you excited?
No, this is good. Yeah, we are. This is going to be the first time that we've ever done a whole barging luxury trip ever.
Well, and I understand you get to go with the chef to go find the ingredients for the meals during the trip.
You absolutely do. And you know, being a cook, I'm the kind of person that is going to go with the chef to make sure that I find and see what the ingredients are. I hope people will call in and come with us.
I hope you will call that number on your screen at 773-588-1111. Log on at WTTW.com. But right now, let's go back to Pat and Sylvia.
Well, you know what, Kathy? Every time the phone rings, Pat just beams. It really is something that we appreciate. And you had your friends calling in.
Yes, Jose Sanders called in.
Well, see, people watching from other stations are calling in because it really does matter. And if they continue to call in, we'll have even more seasons. What are you going to do next year? What's your next season?
We have such an exciting 4th season coming. Cuba, Croatia, Ireland, and a wonderful trip on the Trans-Siberian Railroad.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh, I forgot Israel. I can't forget Israel. Those were our 5 destinations, and we have 9 shows.
Well, see, you make the exotic accessible and you take us with you. Don't you want to see that next season? It's made possible by people who join the friends and neighbors who are on the phone right now. 773-588-1111. And we were even talking about your scarf. You got that where?
This is from Mongolia, from an artisan in Mongolia, handmade. It is felt.
Wow.
It's made of felt.
Well, we've seen the arts, we've seen the crafts. What I love about this is you show us the things that you expect to see, like going to Machu Picchu, but then you show us these unusual little nuggets. And listen, friends, it's unscripted. These ladies are real friends having real conversations, and we're just there like flies on the wall enjoying what they have to offer. How long have you two been friends?
Well, Regina says we've been friends for 30 years. I don't claim 30 years, but I really do claim over 20 years. Though.
Wow.
Yes. Known her a long time.
And
yes.
It's a great thing to work with your friend and to be able to have a vision that comes true. I love what you have to offer, and I just want to remind people that this is almost the end of these breaks. Let us know that this kind of programming matters to you. For $5 a month or a one-time gift of $60, you can go international in your very own kitchen with Regina's great cookbook. It's a Grannies on Safari special, and it is something with recipes from around the world. For $10 a month or a gift of $120, you can get their first 3 seasons on DVD, and the adventures go from Turkey and Japan and Korea and India, and you're just so proud of that.
Lots of good viewing.
Lots of good viewing, and I mean, it's healthy family viewing. Everyone can enjoy this. It's something that's inspiring, and it just takes you to another place. For $15 a month or $180, you can get the Safari collection, and that is all of the DVDs as well as the cookbook and the Grannies on Safari soundtrack. And Pat, tell me a little bit more about this music, because I had said Orbit Davis. He does the theme song,
right.
But this is not Orbit. Who is this?
No, this is Alan Phillips. He's a California musician, one of the most talented musicians I've ever met. He does all original music for our whole series.
And you know, the music, you can hear it underneath the adventures. He always has just the right tone that kind of changes your mood and takes you there. I love seeing those little guitar players and the tiny little guitars.
Yes, yes.
And seeing you dancing in Peru.
Well, you know, Regina's the better dancer, of course.
But you talked her into it.
I did, but I did a little dancing in Peru. Yes.
Well, listen, you guys, let's go back to see what Regina and Kathy have to say.
We are talking about the fabulous drawing because Regina is very excited, and as we go into the next break, you're going to see that they brought along a friend with them, who I'm not going to mention the name, but you can kind of think about it as we go into this next show in a minute here, that you could be this person, and you could be on a luxury barge cruise going through Burgundy, France. It's a 7-day cruise. It's with the Grannies, so you'll be with Regina and Pat, and you're going to be experiencing Burgundy, France this summer, August 25th through the 31st. Call in now because we are winding down, so your opportunities to call in and have your name entered in this drawing are tick-tock, tick-tock. They are going away. So 773-588-1111 is the number to call, or log on at WTTW.com. I don't think I mentioned the fact that this barge trip comes with a 3-piece set of luggage from Antler Luggage, and this is all courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. Now we're going to Africa.
One of our very favorite places in South Africa, so I hope they'll like the show.
And we've got a surprise for them. We're not even going to tell you what the surprise is, but we have a special guest that's going to be joining Regina and Pat, so I hope you will call right now, 773-588-1111. Log on, WTTW.com. But right now, get ready to go to South Africa, Botswana. Lots of fun in store. Enjoy.
I'm here with Pat and with Regina. I'm Sylvia Ewing. They are really grannies. They are really friends. Their show is unscripted, and we want your support. Can you hand me those DVDs? If you give us a call right now, we can give you the first 3 seasons of this fantastic show. All 3 seasons and on actually 6 DVDs for a gift of $10 a month or $120. Make the phones ring at 773-588-1111. This is your last break to vote with your dollars and let us know that this programming, this one-of-a-kind programming, means something to you. Our very own Midwesterners who take us around the world. It's been wonderful. And I'm going to ask you about South Africa, and tell me a little bit about the fragrance that your friend was looking for.
You know, we were going to South Africa and we told our friend Marilyn Miglin, who everybody knows is an icon, developed great perfumes, and she said, we want to go. I want to go with you because I'm going to look for a new scent. So Marilyn went with us.
She did.
And we went in the bush. She went in the back.
Happy camper all the way.
We smelled flowers, and you know what? She ended up making a perfume called Zanzi.
And I use it almost every day.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my gosh!
She
And
likes
there
love it.
You
She
have
likes
the
it.
backstory, and you know what, you guys? Maybe you will make your own memories with the Grannies and have your backstory as part of this great drawing. Thanks to Go Barges, you can be a part of a week-long trip on a barge river cruise through Burgundy, France. You can be there. It's happening this August, and you start out with a Burgundy wine tasting. Look at those pictures. Could you see yourself there? All of the antiquity, all of the culture, and these funny and erudite ladies as your own guides. What great fun that can be from the start to the last captain's dinner. All you have to do is give us a call right now, and we're going to have that drawing in just a little bit. But when you do call in, please do give your financial support. Whatever level you'd like to give is greatly appreciated, but now's the time to do it. So join Jose Sanders and all of Pat's friends who've called in. Be that next person to do it. Now, I also love tea, and I'm a big Rooibos fan. I didn't know there was only one place in the world for that.
I am a big fan of Rooibos tea. I mean, when I went there and I saw the leaves are green, when you squish them, what comes out is red, because Rooibos means red bush in South Africa.
And she almost, you almost fall into one of those.
I was walking in the fields with a woman explaining it to me, and all of a sudden my right leg went in a hole, all the way down up to the top of my knee.
But she didn't get hurt.
And I thought, you know what I thought? Snake. I'm here with a snake. But I was so intrigued by the Rooibos that I just picked my leg up and kept going.
Well, see, and you love this adventure, and you know, you've been quite adventurous on these trips as well. What was your favorite part about South Africa?
Well, I like
Botswana?
I like the wine. South Africa makes terrific wine.
Well, see, on that note, let's go to Kathy Corday.
That is a perfect note to transfer on. I like wine too. It's one of my favorites. And for all of you who are enjoying this great adventure of Grannies on Safari, well, this is your last chance to call in and get your name into our drawing, 773-588-1111, or log on at WTTW.com. We have wonderful ways of saying thank you. But first, let me tell you about this drawing. It's a 7-day luxury barge cruise through Burgundy, France, August 25th through 31st, and it comes with a 3-piece set of Antler luggage. This is courtesy of Go Barging and Antler luggage, and of course you'll be traveling with Regina and Pat, so that's fantastic. So we'll be going away after the end of this break and then coming back a few minutes later to have the drawing. So this is it. This is your last break, your last chance, and when you call in, we have great ways of saying thank you and extending this experience. At the $5 level, we have for you, this is $5 sustaining or a $60 one-time contribution, we have for you Granny Regina's favorite international cookbook. This has wonderful recipes selected from all of their great adventures from Grannies on Safari, a way for you to enjoy the cuisine of Grannies on Safari right in the comfort of your own home. At the $10 sustaining or one-time contribution of $120, we have the collection. It is the Grannies on Safari DVD collection. These are 6 DVDs, seasons 1 through 3, 19 episodes in all. Lovely places, Uruguay, Peru, Japan, South Africa, Turkey, many, many more. So call in at that level. We will send that to you. If you can't decide, well, consider the collection. Now, this collection is $15 sustaining or a one-time contribution of $180. It is the Grannies on Safari collection, and it includes a soundtrack of international music that has been pulled from various locations that they have traveled to. So not only do you have the cookbook, but you also have the DVDs and the CDs, so it gives you a total immersion experience as you're supporting WTTW. And of course, let me just give you an idea about sustaining. Now, sustaining gifts are regular contributions. They are monthly contributions that automatically are taken out of your bank account or charged to your credit card. They automatically renew, and they stop when you tell us to or when you'd like us to upgrade. So they're easy, they're convenient, and most of all, they are a great way to manage your budget as you're supporting public television. So dial now, 773-588-1111, or log on to us at WTTW.com. The best part of all is know that your dollars are making a difference, because as the credits roll, I want you to think of yourself as an underwriter. You are making these programs possible. You are helping them live their dream and share it with all of you. And right now, let's hear more, shall we, from Pat, Regina. So let's go back to Sylvia.
Hey everybody, we're having so much fun here. Last break, we really need you to call. Thank you for those of you who have taken that step to become supporters, to become sustainers. This drawing is a big draw, but a boom, I'm here all week, ladies and germs. This drawing is a reason that many people are calling in with their support. It's a week-long trip for two with the Grannies on a barge. It's a river cruise through Burgundy, France. I have watched these barges from afar and wish that I was taking that trip. And you can see the pictures there. They're small rivers. Regina personally picked out this package from Go Barges. You also will get 3 pieces of luggage from Antler Luggage, so you can make the trip with the Grannies in style. And that is something that you don't want to miss. So when you call in, anyone who calls in is eligible. I encourage you to give your pledge of support and support the station generously. Now, we were talking about how wonderful this is. We're all Grannies here. Yes. I just haven't been invited to the safari, but we're all Grannies. And yours are a little bit older, right?
Yes, they are.
And you took yours to Cuba.
This summer, last year, we took my 9-year-old granddaughter to Cuba with us, and she's even in the show. Yes. So if you go with us, you never can tell if you're going to be in one of our shows.
Well, see, and what advice do you have for traveling with friends or with children or people who maybe aren't as adventurous?
Well, I think you obviously show them the places that you're going to go, discuss it with them, and let them know that if we can do it, they can do it.
I love that.
And we like the idea of intergenerational. We've taken mothers and daughters, mothers and granddaughters.
Exactly. An 88-year-old woman.
Yes, and we take husbands and wives as well. So, you know, we find that many of the trips appeal to different audiences.
Well, look at the number on your screen, 773-588-1111, or go to WTTW.com. Don't forget the drawing when you do give us a call, and support us and ask for one of the thank you gifts. I love the conversation about intergenerational. I think that's what we do well here at public television, and your shows are programs that you can watch with young people, you can watch with anybody, and learn something.
You know, when you're a grandparent, you're always teaching, whether it's your child or you're teaching other children, and I think there's something about seeing your grandmother do it that causes kids and even families and young parents say, well, we can do it too.
And sometimes they say, you're going where?
Our families, you mean? Where? Our families say that too. Are you afraid? No, we're not afraid.
We encourage you to be adventurous and to give us a call right now. Hey, Kathy.
Things are getting very active here, and I'm not surprised because we do have the drawing, which will be coming up very shortly, a few minutes after the end of this break, and this is your last chance to enter into this fabulous opportunity to travel with the Grannies on a 7-day luxury barge cruise for two along the wonderful rivers that go through Burgundy, France, August 25th through 31st. And of course, this comes with a 3-piece set of luggage from Antler Luggage, so you'll have something to pack all of your things into. And this is courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage. Call in now, 773-588-1111. Log on at WTTW.com. But know that every dollar makes a difference. And when you are calling in, we have many ways of saying thank you. So choose a level that fits your budget, but call in right now. At the $5 level, we have for you an incredible cookbook. Now, this is Granny Regina's favorite international cookbook. She's put all her favorites from all of her travels into this one softcover book, and it's got a wonderful way for you to travel along with her through the cuisine of all these great adventures. That is a $5 sustaining or a $60 one-time contribution. At the $10 sustaining or a $120 one-time contribution, we have all of the seasons of Grannies on Safari, seasons 1 through 3, on a 6-DVD set. So we'll be sending that out to you so you can enjoy these adventures, maybe even research an adventure you'd like to take yourself, but it's our way of saying thank you at that level. Should you not be able to decide? Well, we've got a collection for you. It is the official Grannies on Safari collection. It includes the wonderful cookbook, the DVD collection, as well as a CD of international music. These are all handpicked by the Grannies themselves so that you can enjoy the music and enjoy all of this wonderful experience and just be able to have these experiences again and again at your leisure, at the same time supporting the television station, your own WTTW, that is bringing you this broadcast. We also have wonderful people here to say thank you and welcome you into our family. And our volunteers today are the Harris Fellows and Global Citizenship Initiative. Harris Fellows and Global Citizenship Initiative are taking all of your calls today, so please say hello when you do call in. And our caterer today was Via Veneto. We want to thank them for helping all of us have the energy and be sustained with their wonderful cuisine to be able to take your calls and welcome you into our WTTW family. But I hope you will call in because, like I said, our drawing is coming up very shortly, so the clock is ticking. But right now, let's go back to the Grannies with Sylvia.
Well, we've got the Grannies. They're friends. They're real Grannies, and they want you to have an adventure. They want you to see the world through their eyes. They want to give us the opportunity to climb those mountains and to go to the hot springs and to not eat toads and things like that. 773-588-1111. Give us a call with your support. We need to take care of business and let them know how much we appreciate this programming. It goes all around the world, but it's your dollars that helps to make it possible. Now, you can't wait to get home to your grandchildren, so we got to take care of this business now, right?
We do. You know, I must tell you, it's not only their dollars that make the station possible, it makes us possible. I really can't emphasize that enough, really, actually, because without their support, we would not be on TV.
She's got that right.
We would not be here. So I personally, we both
Yes.
thank anybody that calls in, supports this station, and supports us.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you and your adventure and the work that you've done. And I love seeing something go from a dream to reality. We have just a few minutes. Call us right now and let us know that you support this programming, because next season you're going to Cuba, right? Will we see your granddaughter on that trip?
And yes, she will. She's part of the show.
She was a great camper. She was terrific. A real traveler.
Yeah, a real
She
traveler.
taught her.
And is that where you go to Croatia as well?
Yes, Croatia, Israel,
Ireland,
and Ireland, and the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Russia, Siberia, Mongolia,
and
ending in
Beijing.
Beijing.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
all made possible by viewers who became financial supporters of the station. You be the next person to do this. It's such a unique perspective. It's something that you can only find here on public television. Let's go back to Kathy.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've been looking through Granny Regina's International Cookbook, and I have to tell you, there are some great recipes in here. For chocolate lovers, there's a chocolate cake from Egypt. For those of you that like a little orange marmalade, well, you can travel to Ireland for a recipe for that. If you like to go to Morocco, why not have some spiced carrots or some mint tea? And for those of you who'd like to go to Poland, well, we've got tangy apple and leek salad, also breaded pork cutlets. And then, of course, from Russia, we have potato leek soup. So those are just some of the samples from this International Cookbook. It is Granny Regina's favorite International Cookbook. Our way of saying thank you at the $5 sustaining or the $60 one-time contribution. And then I'm holding one of the DVDs right here. This is our way of saying thank you at the $10 sustaining or the $120 one-time contribution. It is one of 3 that you will get. This is each of these packets has 2 DVDs in it, so it is a 6 DVD set with seasons 1 through 3 of the Grannies on Safari shows. All of these wonderful travels are collected here for you. Our way of saying thank you at a $10 sustaining or $120 one-time contribution, so you can enjoy these adventures again and again. And then, of course, we have for you the collection, and that collection has the cookbook. It also has the DVD collection that I mentioned to you, as well as a CD soundtrack. And these are international tunes. There are lots of wonderful tunes in there, lots of great music. And when you call in, of course, you'll automatically be entered in the drawing, and it's coming up. This break is winding down. So if you have not made that call, now would be the time, because time is of the essence. The drawing is for this wonderful 7-day luxury barge cruise for 2 with the Grannies through Burgundy, France. It is this August, the 25th through the 31st. You see it right there on your screen. River cruising through France is a traditional experience. A lot of the venues that you're going to stop at actually had entrances along the river for many, many years. So you're going to be traveling in style. As you can see on your screen, this is a luxury cruise, lots of cuisine, lots of wonderful wines, lots of wonderful dinners, great staterooms, lovely views, and of course you have the experience of Regina and Pat right along with you. So call in now. You also get a 3-piece set of luggage provided by Antler Luggage. So this is courtesy of Go Barging and Antler Luggage, and we'll be coming back very soon. But right now, let's go back to Pat and Regina with Sylvia.
We're having so much fun. I'm with Pat and Regina, and we were just talking about how wonderful it is to see the land. You were saying when you were with the airlines, Regina, you didn't really get to enjoy the land.
No, because you're always flying over from point A to B. To take this barge, to be able to do it in luxury, and to see the flowers and the land and the small villages, it's the only way to go.
And what are you looking forward to on the barge?
I think I'll meet new people, make new friends, see some scenery I probably haven't seen, and eat some good food and drink some good wine.
Well, be a part of that. We'll be back with our drawing, but you better call and get in on it. 773-588-1111. Big thanks to our Grannies on Safari, and what a wonderful marathon that we've had. These 3 seasons were made possible by people like you. If you've done your part, we have a big thank you for you. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Give us a call right now and let us know you love Grannies on Safari. Thanks.
It is time for the drawing for Grannies on Safari. We have for you that 7-day luxury barge cruise through Burgundy, France. It's a cruise for 2 with the Grannies, Regina and Pat, and we are about to draw the name right now. So mark your calendar for August. Here we go. Sylvia's picking the name.
Without looking, I'm
Who's
handing
reading?
it to you guys.
We'll
All
do
right,
this
here we go.
So we have Barbara Miles from
Oak Lawn, Illinois.
All right.
Congratulations, Barbara.
Congratulations.
You're going on a 7-day cruise
know,
with
we
the
can't
Grannies.
wait.
Hey, thank you, Grannies. Regina, Pat, it has been a blast to have you here.
I enjoyed this so
We
much.
loved
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you for your call and for supporting this kind of programming. We couldn't do it without you and without you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.